Okay.
Hello
Hello.
and welcome. Hi.
Hi,
Welcome.
Joey. Hi, everyone. I'm Jane.
Yes, Jane, thank you very much for joining us. I am so very excited to talk to you about all of this. So, you were the person who took Renji Rush into GenCon Regionals and proved to everyone exactly why this is still a deck that needs to be trifled with. I mean, that is quite a feat. I've been a fan of the Renji Rush style gameplay for a long time. I play Rush
Mhm.
decks in green all of the time.
Oh,
And I love seeing double damagers just taking over the game and being able to win turn after turn. But I want to know, what was your logic behind registering this deck for something as big as Gen Con?
okay. Actually, to be honest, this is the we decided to use this deck as my main deck to GenCon is before just 2 weeks from GenCon. So
Oh, really?
before that, there are a lot of choice I want to make. So, because since I start to play with Union Arena, I play with Purple Bleach, which is also the Renji Rush, and it's a rush deck. So at that time, my base personality is kind of rush person. So later I try red deck and blue deck and still purple deck, several of them. And I found that maybe I want to use the blue bleach as my main deck to GenCon
Ooh, that's a good one.
because at when the version 2 came out, no one played the Ranger Rush. No one think that that one is still good. So I was still thinking about I want to play something new. I want to play something different than before. Because Ranger Rush is kind of classic style. It's just play the directed play the body, something like that. It's not that fancy control, right? So I was thinking about to play the Blue Bleach, and the Bleach is also that three-person, which is Rukia, Ichiko, and Renji, right? It's still
Mhm.
these three-person. So for me, at that time, I feel like this is another fancy style Renji Rush. So at that time, I want to try the blue bleach one to go to the GenCon. And we test a lot of times, and I practice a lot, and I think I'm very familiar to that my deck. But but I found that it's not that sustainable. So you know that the blue deck's always about drawing. So
Mhm.
you drawing a lot, and you got a lot of resource, and then you combine your combo, and then your opponent cannot answer that. So that is how the logical behind the blue deck. So I was very enjoying about the play style about the blue deck, but I found that if you didn't draw good cards, that happens, right? That happens.
Mm.
That deck will suck.
Yeah.
So it's not that sustainable.
Yeah.
It's not that sustainable. Yeah. Although I like it very much actually because that is the three-person combined together. I think it's so fun. But later I was thought about what's that can I use? I thought about the red decks. Because I'm a rush person I mentioned before. I was thought about the Sonic one. Sonic still have a lot of drawing skills, which is good, and the swing, and I can make it like a circle. So it's a big circle. If you play the Sonic, you will know that if your circle is combined, they will be super strong.
My
Will
roommate
kick a
loves
lot of
Sonic,
times.
and oof,
Yeah.
it's rough. It's rough for me to play against.
Yeah, yeah. And but I found that in this environment, there are a tons of KO deck, such as Ground Zero and other purple one, Gwyn. Yeah, Gwyn is still a problem, right? And also I found that the total can pull out something in the front. I think the red is cannot be my choice. But in the later, one of our friend who is Gemma is also a very good player. He bring his Renji Rush deck to our local tournament, and he got a good prize. I was so about, oh, Renji Rush still walking. But this is my deck. I also want to play that deck. So we share our deck list, and then we switch a little bit. And based on his deck, I build up this deck. So when I test with this, I found that, oh, that is totally my style. I will bring this to GenCon since I want to bring my first main deck to my first regional competition. That is why I choose this one.
Oh, that is fantastic. So I respect you taking a comfortable, familiar pick over chasing the meta and then being rewarded for it on top of that. Because, like you said, Squad Zero, it is known as one of the best, if not the best deck in the format right now. Roy Mustang is up there as well, but mostly because people don't know the matchups properly, it seems.
Mhm.
But yeah, familiarity speaks volumes to how well a deck can perform for somebody and consistency. Speaking of consistency, you're doing something here that I saw nobody else in the top 16 doing. You have 12 zeros and 8 one drops. Can you walk through the logic of why you're running so many of all of these?
Okay, so because before the Union Arena, we are the OPCG players. So we also
Mm,
go to some big tournament, like the more than 1,000 players in the whole tournament. So we will play more than 9 to 10 rounds. That will be totally very long term tournament.
mm.
So for me, sustainable, not break your hands, is the main focus things I need to figure it out. So that is why I run 12-0 and 8-1 cards, which means I will never broken my hand. So
Yeah.
in actually in the GenCon, I was no break. I think it's just one game. I just act draw once, and I go back.
And for anybody playing this game, never bricking is perfect. That is exactly what we want.
Yeah,
But did you
yeah.
ever run? Did you run into any situations where you were, if you're familiar with Magic, flooded, where you have too many zero and ones, or can this deck kind of fix that for yourself?
Although I have too many the small body, right?
Mm-hmm.
That thing is not that worse to the later game, but I have tons of draw one sideline cards, such
Mm.
as the Voodoo one, the zero cost, and also this new Renji. Yeah, the Voodoo one, you can draw one sideline one, and the new Renji from the Warden 2, you can also draw one sideline one. These two can help me to filter my hand and also full of my sideline, which is very good to the purple bleach.
Oh yeah, yeah. That is one thing that I was looking at this deck, and
Mhm.
you did something else that a lot of people didn't do. You chose to go down on triggers for the consistency of the on play. Most decks in the top were 42 triggers in Mustang because, well, you have to. And every other deck that was the top performing ones were like 47, 48, or 46.
Yeah.
Can you walk through your logic of why you wanted more on play over the life trigger cards?
Mhm. Okay, that is also when we saw this deck first time. We
Hmm.
when we saw this time as our friend playing that, we thought about your deck is suck. You don't have enough trigger. You cannot beat with others. Yes, that is also we thought about that, and we found that the trigger is just you cannot trust your life is actually, but finally I found that if your attacked is very well, you don't need to think about defense. That is also my play style. And
Oh yeah.
for this one, although the trigger is not that good, I think it's such as the new Renji and the double energy Ichigo. They don't, and the Kizuki, which is the when standing is a double energy one. Those these are no triggers. Those actually it's well from my life. But that is a game. If I want to catch up more attacking things, I will give up the defense things. So and I still have the color trigger can save my life, and I can trigger. I can have more target of Renji, and so I also can raid my Renji from my blood, from my life, and the 5 cost Ichigo also. That's two raid will also save my life. So I think it's just keep attacking, and your opponent will think about defense.
Oh, that is brilliant logic, honestly. One card that I am curious why you decided not to play, because I'm sure you are aware of the card and how good it is in the style of decks. The 2-drop Orihime, the when played, sideline the top 2 of your deck. Is it the 2-drop or the 3-drop?
Is there have that one to see the top
Yeah, it's mill the top 2. You don't get to choose, you just have to place the top 2 of your deck into your sideline.
from the purple bleach? You mean?
Yeah, yeah. Here, I
Oh,
can.
it's Ichiban, right? It's another Ichiban.
It's an Orihime.
Oh, okay, okay, I got you. It's all okay. So that one, because everyone plays purple bleach, know that if you use your 5 cost Ichigo to dump your top 2 from your deck, there will be a large chance to to grab your Gezuga to the trash.
Yup.
So right, everyone know that. So
Yeah.
I don't want to bring so much like this kind of things to my deck. That is the main problem. I need the Gezuga.
All right. So yeah, you just decided you value the top of your deck more than you value having the extra cards in the sideline.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Oh.
and also I have enough draw one sideline one, and also my color trigger Ichigo can see the top. So the filtering system of my style I think is enough. And the trash things, the sideline, I think is also enough. So I don't need that Orihime, I think.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, that's a question my roommate just wanted me to ask you. And
Mhm.
I think it is important for anybody who is trying to pick up this deck because, like, on the surface, you would think I mill too, good for cards that remove from sideline, like on the surface. But yeah, milling over your Getsugas, that's backbreaking sometimes
This
because
is
that Getsuga
always
is better
happening.
than the Ichigo. Yeah.
Yeah.
So moving along, I would like to know what were your matchups? What did you have to play against, and were any of them kind of a struggle for your deck to handle?
Okay. So when I go back to home and listing all my matchup, I found that all of my opponent is purple and blue. So at the first, I face up with purple Kogias, which is Gawain deck.
Hmm.
Um, actually, I was scared about Gawain deck, but at that time, my opponent don't have enough double energy. So that is how I beat him. And then I face up with the blue JJK, which is Nanami and Yuji deck. That because Nanami one is a slow style, but my style is rush, so I got it. But if it's the Yuji one, it's a pure Yuji and Sukuna one, maybe it's half half. It's really it will be I will get got into trouble because sometimes I need to directly play my body in the front, but the bounce back Yuji hurt me a lot.
Yeah, that can be backbreaking.
And yes, and then the third one I think is Roy Mustang. Yeah, it is Roy Mustang. And because we start to practice with Roy Mustangs before the Full Metal Alchemist come out. So I'm kind of know how to beat with Roy Mustang. And then is Kim Bradley, yeah, the purple one, and his deck is half half is about Kim Bradley, and half is the father.
Oh,
And that one, I think he used a double attack the Kim Bradley right on it, and the second attack he got a special from my blood, from my life.
uh,
And later I will be know that in trouble. And then this is the fourth one, and the fifth one. Oh, okay. The fifth one I face up with Squan Zero, who is Hank, my boyfriend. That is that is kind of dramatic things for me, and I don't I know that we will meet, but I don't like we meet such earlier
Mm.
because which means one of us need to be down. So for the Squad Zero, this deck, if the Squad Zero know how to beat with me, it's hard for me because my remove ability is no more than them. And but at that time, I think I'm just my hand card is just luckier than Hank, so I beat with him. So for against to the KO card, KO deck, if you got your front line or is big body very quick, they cannot answer. They will go into trouble. So that is how I beat with Hank. And then I think it's the six one six. Oh, okay. I faced up with Todo. Todo is actually one of my scariest deck because when we practice in our home, I always lose to Todo. I lose to Hank's Todo. And but he teach me how to build with them because right now there is very few like Renji Rush in the environment. So we need to guess maybe other totals don't familiar to my deck. So I was have the chance to build with them. And then the final two is all Roy Mustang, and I lost to the champion, something fresh, and I win the other one.
Wow. Well, I mean, sounds like you had quite a hard struggle actually getting all the way up to that top. Like every deck you mentioned, I just keep thinking like if I'm playing a rush deck, I'm gonna struggle. Like I'm not gonna have a easy time just winning against any of those. Yeah, I'm a big 4K rush enthusiast, and all of those,
Mhm,
especially King Bradley, is terrifying. I'm a huge
mhm.
King Bradley believer. That is my number one deck right now. I'm playing the King and Kimlee combo. It is so much fun. Gwaine, but bigger
Yeah,
and better. And I just want to know, like, was it just that special trigger that saved you, or did you think like that matchup was actually going to be a big struggle for you?
I think that matchup is a kind of struggle to me
Mm,
because he also have the Raid Luster and the Envy, right? They both has the one side line ability. So both two I don't want to remove.
mm,
That will be slow down my attack. Um, but still, I think still another thing is that my deck is quicker than him because he need 6 energy, but I just need 4. So before that, maybe I keep attacking is very quick. So my life is healthier than him. So I still have chance to got it. I think.
okay, very, very good. And to touch on another matchup, which I think Squad Zero struggles with the most, which is a huge boon for this that you managed to beat it, the Toto matchup. I've played
Yeah.
Toto extensively. I've played Squad Zero extensively, and Toto just crushes that deck so well. If you have an average
Yeah.
draw, do you? Because I talked to Div, that was your opponent playing that deck. I got to interview him. Do you want to talk on the fancy little play that you made that just immediately put him on the defensive and allowed you to win?
Oh, I saw. Yeah, I really respect him because he thinks that I'm very play very well, and he thought that my strategy is smart to beat with him. So that is um if he is not that familiar to my deck and my play style, that is the main problem. So if he don't know my deck, he just play him like the raid the total and switch the double energy, things like that. So he just doing things by himself. But I need to be quick than him to put fill out all of my front line and my double energy in my field. Then he will got into trouble. So I have enough bankai in my hand at that time. So that is how I got it.
Oh yeah, that is, it was the one play he mentioned that you made was on your curve. You
Mhm.
put a double N on your back line and then another double
Mhm.
energy producer on the front line. I've never seen somebody do that against Toto, but it's brilliant. It's so simple, but like it's yeah. What do you do? What are you swapping me? No, like
Oh no, no, it's wrong because this is the Renji Rush style.
Mhm.
So if you have space in your back, so you need to place some of your big body in the back and then push them in the front, right?
Mm,
That will
yeah,
be you will be more thing because your opponent will remove some of your character in your front line, and then in the back something in the back you can push them into front. And but for that for his deck, I know that I need the bankai. I need to put all of my things in the field. Then he will get into trouble because even though I'm not that quick, um, I my energy is not that full and my field is not that full. But I definitely need to put something in the front. I will get into trouble. He definitely will put my double energy in the front, and then I will lose my control.
mm,
So
yeah,
my strategy is just use Bankai as earlier as possible and put all of my energy quick and put my big body very quick. Sometimes I need because I need to sort about if he has the special things to KO my front line. So I need to put something in the back.
yeah. Fantastic play on that one. I that was just it changed the game because Toto has been a bit of a plague in my local scene. So now that just changed the entire
Yeah,
gameplay.
totally.
And I'm
It's
telling
definitely
everybody,
scary.
it's a great deck, but yeah, now I know that there's one play against it that is very insanely good. But outside of that, it sounds like your matchups were all very, let's be honest, skill dependent. Like none of those sounded like a free win to me. All of those sounded like you actually have to know the matchup, practice against it, and beat it, which is huge kudos to be able to do all of that. Um, was is there a different style of deck, or maybe a different deck that you wish you would have brought after playing in the tournament, or maybe just like a card change or two, or is this like picture perfect? This is what you would do again if we had another event.
Right now I want to keep this as this one, but but um but because there is more and more AP came out, so I was hard to say. Next, Code Geass 2 and Attack on Titan will come out. I need to know what is their ability and then do some switch, do some change to my deck, I think.
So you're gonna more than likely, like, say if you were to go to Dallas as well, would you register this same deck, or do you think you might be making a swap?
Um, it's hard to say. Maybe my short is the answer. Maybe
Oh
I will
yeah,
bring this
yeah,
down.
Levi,
Maybe.
the best
Yeah,
feature of the
because
entire show.
yeah, because yeah. Because right now, I play this Renji Rush. I think it's kind of people right now is forget about this deck. So I got chance. But then the deck list and the play style, maybe someone will know that and someone will practice this a lot. So maybe I will change to another way to the Dallas one.
Staying ahead of the meta. I respect it. Well, I think that is just about everything I wanted to discuss today. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview. Would you like to shout yourself out?
Oh, okay. At first, definitely, I want to shout out to my boyfriend Hank. So Hank is really a very good player, and we practice a lot in our home. So we have a lot of decks that we think is very strong, and his play style is good, and he can definitely will teach me how to beat with any different style of the decks. Um, and also I want to shout out um, to J-Man, which is we based from his deck and build this Renji Rush, right? And then thirdly, I want to shout out to our local Vegas team because our local Vegas team they are very good players, I think. And everyone has not just one deck. Everyone has a lot of decks, so which means we are not practice just with that few decks in the all the time. So we can face up a lot of different style and a lot of different AP. That is help us to practice a lot.
Yeah, I love a diverse community, and there my local scene also has a lot of different decks that are played each week. I love it. But yes,
Yeah,
thank you
that's
very
very
much.
good, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's all we want is more people playing and more decks being played. And don't forget to like,
Mhm.
comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Okay.